What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Manchester United lose again. The past few days were good. We got our away wins that we much needed. And then again, we were away today, away to Bournemouth. And it's just the same old Manchester United that we have seen over the past few months. Like, we literally make it so hard for ourselves. We can't score goals. It's almost impossible. We've had many chances. We just cannot finish goals. The only goals we can score, if we're lucky, are penalties. It's absolutely shambolic. I'm so pissed off. I'm really frustrated after watching that. Like, I'm so frustrated. We were the better team. We should have won, and we come away with nothing again. Really annoyed after that, lads. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try read your comments out. Drop a like on the video if you're so pissed off. Now, Bournemouth played really well, I must say. They defended well. They threw their bodies in front of everything. I don't know how many shots they blocked. But we were just poor. We weren't good enough. Again, I don't know what we have to do to score goals. I really don't know what we have to do. Anyway, let me get my phone and go through the team. Get your comments in, drop a like on the video, and we shall chat about it. Ronald Malunda is in the comments, and he said Martial was nowhere to be seen. I agree. I think Martial, obviously, it's going to take him time to get into it, but sometimes he just looks like he doesn't put much effort in. I'm not going to blame Martial on it, but we do well. We get the ball up there, but in the final third, nobody can do anything. No one. It's absolutely pathetic. It really is. Scott Ferguson's here. He says Ollie out now. He has no tactical nous whatsoever. I'm not Ollie out, but I understand if people are. Everyone has their opinion on it. So let's go through the starting lineups. We'll go through Bournemouth first. Aaron Ramsdale, he did very well. Steve Cook, Nathan Ake, Adam Smith, Diego Rico, Jefferson Lerma in the midfield, Harry Wilson, who's on loan from Liverpool, Ryan Fraser and Philip Billing. Then up front we had Joshua King and Callum Wilson, and it was King who scored the goal. And it was a good goal, to be fair, as well taken, but we shouldn't have given him that chance. Manchester United, let's go through it. We had David De Gea in goals, Lindelof, Maguire, Young, and Wan-Bissaka in defence. We had Marcus Rashford, Pereira, Fred, Dan James, Scott McTominay in the midfield, and then up top we had Martial. Martial wasn't really. He didn't really do anything in the match, let's be honest. De Gea, can't really fault him. The goal was a good goal. They're kind of hard ones to save. King took it on his chest, turned and whacked it in. But I'm not sure whose fault that was. I think it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka's, to be fair. But yeah, I'm very pissed off over that. I'm seeing in the comments a lot of people saying Ollie out. Ollie out, time for a change. Do you think Ollie must be out? I really don't. I think Ollie has been making differences. He has been doing all right, especially with the recent results. It's not Ollie's fault that these players can't score. Like, what does he want? What do you want from him? They get up the pitch. They have numerous corners. They can't get anything on it. They have chances after chances after chances, attacking wise. Like, Ollie can't get on the pitch and put it in the back of the net for them. They have to do that. So I don't understand. Ollie cannot be fully blamed. The players can't score goals. That's the problem. It's a massive problem. We started well. We started very well in the first half. First 10 minutes, I thought, oh, grand. We're definitely going to win this game. We're going to score goals. Pereira had, I think it was Don James put the ball into Pereira, and it was a lovely ball. Pereira had no one around him, and he just kind of slips and falls and misses the ball. That was, honestly, for me, that if he had scored that could have changed the game completely, 100%. So yeah, I'm pissed off over that. I think Pereira had a crap game. Dan James put in a lovely few crosses and just no one getting on the end of them. Stevie Otano says we are just not good enough. I agree. We cannot score goals. I don't know what the problem is. We defend well enough. Like, we're going to concede goals. That's football. The midfield did okay. We don't have the best midfield. We all know that, but we're getting the ball up there. The problem is we're not clinical. In the final third, we can't do anything. We're Literally, I don't know how many times we just got the ball and walloped it as hard as we could, and all the Bournemouth players were just standing in front of it, blocking every ball that we tried to kick. It was crap. It was absolutely crap. Okay, so I don't even think I can do player ratings. David De Gea didn't have too much to do because we were the team that we looked most likely to score, but of course it's Man United, we can't score goals. De Gea had a few good saves. I'll give him a 6. I don't know what he could have done about the goal. I don't think he could have stopped it. I'll give him a 6, but yeah, he wasn't tested too much. Lindelof, Maguire, Young, Wan-Bissaka. I think Young gave away a very, very scary free kick on the very edge of the box, and of course it was Harry Wilson going to take it. He scares me because he scored against us with free kicks before, and he's very good, but luckily nothing happened, nothing came about of it. But I think Young had a few good things in the match, but overall not good enough, and he shouldn't be playing. I think Williams should have played instead of him. So yeah, Young, I'll give him a 5. Lindelof, 5. Harry Maguire, 5. Wan-Bissaka, not very good. And was at fault for the goal. Didn't look 100%. He's probably tired. So I hate to do it, but I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 4, unfortunately. And I love Wan-Bissaka. That's nothing against him. He's one of my favourite players, but it just wasn't good enough for me. Marcus Rashford, probably one of the best players on the pitch. You know, he was trying, making things happen. But, of course, nothing did happen. You know, I'll give Marcus Rashford a 6. Pereira, I'll give him a 4. Not good enough at all. And maybe even a 3. Fred was Fred. I'll give him a 6. He had a few chances, but again, a few wasted shots. Ballooned far away. Not good enough, but he tried. Dan James, brilliant as well, but unfortunately, we don't have the players to put it in the back of the net. He had so many good crosses. He did all right. Obviously, he's tired. He's played a lot. In 6 days, 3 games or something like that. It is hard. So yeah, I'll give James a 6. Scott McTominay did well. Again, a lot of bad passes, not good enough. But he's definitely becoming one of my favourite players this season. So I'll give him a 7. Martial, probably non-existent. I'll give him a 5. Not good enough. Lingard came on and kind of changed the game a little bit. You know, Lingard hasn't been doing well, but he did have a good shot, maybe even 2. He ran back. He got the ball back when we lost possession. He didn't do too bad, so I will give Lingard a 6. Greenwood, probably the closest we came to scoring in the match. Ball sent in, I think it was a corner, and he hits the post. It would have been perfect if he had scored that, but unfortunately he didn't. Didn't really get much time. I think he got about 10 minutes. He had the closest chance, so I'll just give him. I'll give him a 6 because I can't really give him any lower. Brandon Williams, again, I think he should have started. I really do. I think Brandon Williams is brilliant, much better than Young. And yeah, I'll give him a 6 as well. Didn't do anything wrong. Looked good when he came on, but I wish he had started the game. I think it could have been a different score. Loads of people in the comments, let me know your thoughts on it, and I will try read them out. I'm going to go through the stats as well. Bournemouth had 42% possession. We had 58 shots on target. They had 6, and we had 4 shots on target. So De Gea actually did make a good few saves. So we'll give him a 7 instead of a 6. They had 12 shots altogether. We had 15, and only 4 of those were on target. And the ones that we did have on target, I'm not taking away from Aaron Ramsdale. He did very well in goals, and the Bournemouth goalkeeper, he did very well. But a lot of the shots that were on target were shite, straight at him, and not good enough, not powerful enough. And yeah, he did do well today. But again, our shots should be way better than that, and we shouldn't be whacking them kind of at the keeper. We should be going either side. That's the way to score goals, as far away from the keeper as possible. Simple shit. And we can't do that. We cannot do the simple shit. Touches, we had 694. They had 577. It was kind of a 50-50 game, to be honest. We had 10 corners. 10. And from nearly every single one of them, we didn't even look like we were going to score. And most of the time, from corners. We gave away frees. It was just crap, absolutely crap. I don't know what team actually gets so many corners and does nothing with them. I don't like. We very rarely score from corners. It's shit. We may as well just give the ball back to the goalkeeper. Here, take your kick out because we're gonna do nothing with it. It's so annoying. It really is. I don't know what we have to do. A lot of the time when we have possession and we're all going forward attacking, a lot of the time I see the players kind of standing there instead of actually taking chances, thinking, right, I'll run into this free space. I'll do this. I'll do that. They're kind of standing there waiting. It's so slow. It's so boring. It's frustrating, infuriating. And actually, I sat most of the game like this. I was literally like that the whole time. It's not good enough. It really is not good enough. A couple of times as well, Young, we got possession back, tried to make a break for it, run down, and Young is nowhere to be seen. We're all trying to, like at one stage, I think it was Fred or Pereira had the ball, and he was looking to his left, looking to his right, and nobody was coming up. And it took Young about 3 hours to actually run down to get involved. I was like, are you actually for real? Are you for real? Like Young, I know he's old or older. He's not old, but he should be able to get down there faster. I was literally like watching the game, like, where is he? Like, where is Young? Now, towards the end of the game, he did pick it up and he did do a little bit better. He was very much up on that left-hand side. He did do well, but for the majority of the game, no, not good enough. I don't know who my player of the match was. I'm not sure. Probably, it's hard to say because nothing was good enough. Scott McTominay again had a few shots, probably looked like, he scores goals from outside the box, low and hard shots, and that's what I kind of expected from him with every shot that he took. So Scott McTominay did all right. Marcus Rashford all right. Dan James all right. I'm not really sure who I can pick as my man of the match. Maybe even David De Gea because he made a good few saves. I don't know. Stevo Ateno in the comments wants to know, will we even get top 6? I doubt it. I went into this season and I was very positive. I thought, okay, I know it hasn't been the best transfer window, but we have strengthened our defence. And it does show because we don't concede that many goals, but we didn't strengthen our attack. And that is going to be our massive downfall this season. It's showing already. It showed right from the off, except obviously that first game against Chelsea because we scored 4 goals, which is very rare for Manchester United nowadays. We do not score goals. Most of our goals are penalties. Most of our penalties don't turn into goals. And we have a massive issue, massive problem. And I don't think sacking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to solve the problem. We didn't get backed. We did not bring in attacking players. Yes, we got rid of Lukaku and Sanchez, but look at Sanchez. He's out injured now for the season, I think, or till 3 months, I think. Lukaku's doing well at Inter, but again, Lukaku had a massive issue at Manchester United. His touch was crap. People didn't rate him, and this is what happens. But yeah, we didn't replace, and that is our downfall. Our attack is shit. We can't score goals. Let's see. Val in the comments says, sad. Yes, it is. The team is just inconsistent. That's all. Fred isn't good enough. Kobe Smith says, yeah, look, Fred, I do like a few aspects of Fred's game. I think he has the right ideas sometimes. But what do we show? What can we see from his play? We really get nothing out of it sometimes. He doesn't score goals. I don't think he assists very much. He works hard, but again, what's to show for it? And that's what annoys me. Zane says Fred was fine today. Yeah, I think he did all right today, but I don't know, he needs to do better. His shots, that's the problem. I know Fred can bang them in. I know he can. He's got a great strike on him. I think he scored one worldy goal for us that I remember. I think it was in last season, I think, Europa League maybe. Or was that? I don't know. But anyway, banger from outside the box. I think he can do it, but he's just not really showing it. But I'm glad he's on the pitch because he's better than some players that we have. Better shots than Jay Lings. Yes, definitely. But that's why Jay Lings doesn't really start anymore, thank God. Pereira as well. He had a few good chances. I think he got the ball and he takes his little turns. He's very predictable. But yeah, not his best game. Definitely not his best game. I'm just annoyed now at this. Like, I really thought it would have been a game that we definitely should have won. And now we're back, in a shit position. We got up to 7th in the table, but now we're dropped again, 8th. Because Bournemouth leapfrog us. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Like, we should be winning these games, and when it comes to us actually playing the really good teams or the top 4 teams, maybe we're screwed. We're really screwed. If we can't beat these teams, then I don't know what else we're gonna do. But it's gonna be a long, hard season ahead. I think our best bet is to try and do well in the Europa League, and even try and do well in the Carabao Cup and stuff like that. Because realistically, it's gonna be a depressing season. I don't see us winning. Like, we're underdogs going up against most teams. Like, we were delighted with a win against Norwich, relegation battling Norwich. We were really happy with that win. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'm pissed off. Footy Live says we need a tactical manager like Tuchel. Ollie has no play style. Look, as I said earlier on in the video, you may have missed it if you're just joining now. Ollie can only do so much. Ollie cannot get on that pitch and whack in the goals. I wish he could. But we had a lot of chances today. Bournemouth defended well. Bournemouth blocked loads of shots. But at the end of the day, we have a massive issue with scoring goals. Tactics, I don't think, they could be better, but I don't think you can fully blame them. Ollie he tries to make changes, he does things, but we're getting up the pitch and we're not scoring. That's the problem. Goals win games. And we're not scoring goals. Guys, we're not scoring goals. I don't know why you can keep blaming Ollie for us not scoring goals. The game I watched today, we were pretty much all over Bournemouth. We looked most likely to score. We should have scored. That is not Ollie's fault. So, I don't know. But obviously, that's my opinion. You can disagree with me and you can tell me I'm wrong. But from what I watched today, we had numerous chances. We were up there most of the time. Bournemouth weren't really attacking us that much. They had a few breaks. But realistically, Manchester United had the better chances. We should have scored those goals. We should have. Orby Comp says, I disagree. Bournemouth looked much more likely to score when they were dangerous in attack. They did they looked likely to score, but at the end of the day, they were trying to catch us on the break. We were very dominant, I thought, for a lot of the game, especially in the second half. The thing is with Manchester United, we go 1-0 down, and then finally the urgency kicks in. I don't know what it is. We should have gone out there and we should have scored those goals in the opening 10, 15 minutes of the game, but we didn't. Not good enough. Lonely loner on a lonely road alone says, imagine having Lingard as your sub to support attack when he hasn't scored or assisted in ages. Yeah, when I saw Lingard coming on, I was like, fuck's sake, is this actually happening? When you see Jesse Lingard coming on, he's not really going to do anything. He'll run around, he'll try and have a shot, have a pop, but realistically, does he ever affect the game? The answer is no. Doesn't do anything, so yeah. Noelle on FIFA career mode would be able to beat the Cherries, says Orby Comps. I don't even have a PlayStation, so I would definitely not beat them. Don't worry about that. I'd be way worse than United. Yuri Sama says, why do we play with a right-footed ex-winger as our left back? This is sick. Yeah, look, seeing the starting lineup, I liked the starting lineup, but I thought Brandon Williams should have started. He should have played. Because Ashley Young, he hasn't got it. He hasn't got it anymore. He's been great throughout the years at Manchester United. Yeah, he's done things. Right now, he's just ruining it. He doesn't really bring anything. He gives away stupid free kicks or fouls near, outside the box and stuff. And I'm always like, if he throws this game, I'll hate him even more. It's infuriating. But yeah, I can't believe we lost 1-0. Like, I really can't. It's depressing. I was on a high after the last 3 games, 3 away wins on the bounce. And yeah, it's unfortunate that we have another away game. And look, Bournemouth are a good side. They are very good. And their manager, What's his name again? Eddie Howe. He's a good manager. You know, it wasn't going to be an easy game, but I do think we should have won it. And yeah, I'm very, very pissed off after that, guys. Ozane says, I saw Pereira was walking second half and they took him off in the 70th minute. Took them 25 minutes to realise that. What the fuck? Yeah, I think Pereira, he didn't have a very good game, did he? Definitely not good enough. Few okay chances. I just think that we have massive issues on the team, and it would have been amazing if we invested in some attacking player. Bruno Fernandes would have been brilliant. We really need someone who can actually create something. We're not creating anything. Juan Stark says Mata should have played in the number 10 role. I don't think Mata's been doing too well himself, to be honest. That's my opinion. But I don't know who's even better, Mata or Lingard. Maybe Mata could have came on. I don't know. But for me, you know, I think the right team was playing minus Ashley Young. But again, we're just not scoring. I did hope that Rashford would get a goal because I think he since the international break when he scored that goal, I think it was against Bulgaria, his confidence has seemed to go up and up and up, and that's what we need. It would have been nice for him to get a goal, but you know, we didn't. We had a chance to score a penalty, or sorry, we had a shout to possibly get a penalty, and Martial was fouled by Steve Cook, I think it was, and we didn't get it. I do think it was a penalty, but again, we get so many penalties, and most of the time we can't even score them. So I didn't even feel like, oh, that's the reason we didn't get anything out of the game. We're not good enough at penalties sometimes, and yeah, if we had got it, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the game. As you can see, I'm very pissed off. Tommy Lynn says my score was 1-0 to Bournemouth before the match started. I won the jackpot. Share the jackpot with me. Make me feel better. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going to be a good day. I thought we'd go into this game, we would get the win. I was going to go with 2-1 to us. I thought we won't keep a clean sheet because that would be very unlike United keeping a clean sheet. But I did think we'd get a goal or two. I really did. Steve Otano says, let's not put so much expectations on the team. That's true because, look, we all know it's probably the worst Manchester United team we've seen. Probably, well, it's the worst team in my lifetime, I think, and for sure. So, you know, we can't put them up here when we know they are down here. You know, they're not good enough. They haven't shown it. So, yeah. But it's definitely going to be a terrible season. We're definitely not getting top 4. We're definitely not getting top 6, in my opinion. James Hayes says we should have not played most of our team against Chelsea. I agree. Like I said that. I think that was on Twitter. I said I would have liked, you know, Garner or Chong to play a bit more. Gomez even, but obviously we really wanted to win and get through to the next round because we don't have much to fight for this season, and that's the sad truth. So Ollie obviously wanted to go into that game, beat Chelsea, and progress to the next stage, which we did. Because it would be nice to win something this year. The Carabao Cup obviously isn't that important, but it would be nice to win something because if we win that, we get into the Europa. Because it's going to be a struggle to get to top 6. Imagine us not having any European football next season. It would actually be awful. But yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't really know what else to say. I'm absolutely fuming at that. I think we should have done better. We had a lot of chances, and the Cherries got the win. And that is not a Bournemouth jersey behind me, just in case you're wondering. It's a fallen down, depressed Bohemians jersey from Dublin, not a Cherries jersey. Asad Ahmed says, I knew we were going to bottle this. I knew we were going to bottle this game in the first 20 minutes when we started respecting a shitty team like Bournemouth, who concede bare goals. It's actually the easiest team to beat. Bournemouth hadn't scored a goal in October, not one goal in October, which is embarrassing. And we couldn't score one against them. And they finally get one against us on the 2nd of November. Yeah, and Tom Charlton says, clueless final third, terrible link-up play. There you go. you couldn't have said it better, pal. Clueless final third, and people are saying Ollie out because of that. Hello, these are professional footballers. They should be able to get goals when they've been given the ball up there. We've had so many chances. We had a lot of possession up in the attacking zones, and we couldn't put it in the back of the net. So, as Ollie can do things wrong, I don't think it's his problem that we don't score goals. It's really not. So anyway, guys, drop a like on the video if you're majorly pissed off over that result. Let's just hope that the teams above us lose and we don't drop down the table too far. Because this is absolutely shitty. It really is. Lindelof is so careless. I think Rojo is much better in my opinion. Rojo is coming good. He's played at United for a long time, but he's always injured, which is unfortunate because I think he's a great player. He's relentless. He doesn't give a shit, and he's very strong. We need someone like that on the team. Lindelof, yeah, I think Lindelof does scare me. He kind of gives me the feeling that David De Gea used to give me when he first started, and when Van der Sar was gone. David De Gea used to make these little mistakes. I never trusted him when the ball was passed back to him. I always got really nervous. I feel that with Lindelof sometimes. Now he is getting better than when he first started at United, but he's one of those players that actually just gives me like the butterflies as soon as he has the ball. I'm nervous. But yeah, it's the same old United. Declan Ryan says Williams should have started instead of Ashley Young. 100%. I fully agree with you there. Said it before the game. I commented on United's Twitter or Instagram, and when they put out the team, I said I like the team, but I want Williams starting. Hopefully he gets some time. I think he got 20 minutes. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. What a way to ruin your weekend. That's the problem with these early games on a Saturday, because now your whole weekend is ruined. But I suppose it gives us longer time to get over it, and we can have fun later on tonight, hopefully. Jimmy Lahi, whatever, says nice Manchester accent. I presume that's a dig because I'm Irish. Can't help it. I'm an Irish person and I support United. Don't like it. Screw you. Lindelof was our best defender last year. I don't know what happened to him this season. Yeah, I think I don't know. He started bad, then he got really into it and he was doing well. This season, I don't think it's Lindelof's problem. I think, yeah, he hasn't done amazingly well, but neither has any of the team. And it's kind of hard when you're working your ass off to get the ball up, and it keeps coming back because we don't do anything with it. So yeah, yeah, you're gone. I'm not even reading your comments. Troll, get the fuck out of here. Goodbye. Sorry about that, guys. See anyone in the comments, just get rid of them. I'll have a few moderators here. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna probably cry myself to sleep tonight after that. But yeah, if you're joining here now, drop a comment and let me know what you thought of the game so I can have a chat with you later about it. Tom Charlton says, get rid of trolls. Yes, we just get rid of trolls. Screw them people. United fans are all over the world. We're very lucky. That's why we're probably one of the richest teams in the world, because we have fans from all over. And that's why we have a nice stadium. We have everything. So people who hate Manchester United fans who are not from Manchester can go, and I'm not even going to say it. That's rude. But yeah, shag off. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts on it, and I will see you for the next one. Hopefully the next one is better and we're in a good mood and we get a win.